In the fall of 2009, Lauren Spierer began her studies at Indiana University with excitement and hope. Her parents, Rob and Charlene, along with her older sister Rebecca, believed she had found an ideal new home in Bloomington. Here, Lauren could dive into her degree in merchandising, forge new friendships, and relish the independence of young adulthood. Volunteering was a passion for Lauren, and Bloomington offered ample opportunities. She was active in her Jewish community, cherished time with friends, and dedicated herself to her studies. Music from the 60s and 70s filled her days, and she played soccer and lacrosse with fervor, all while nurturing a keen interest in fashion. Her boyfriend Jesse, whom she had known since high school, was also at Indiana University. It seemed like the perfect setting for a bright future. However, Bloomington harbored a darker side, a bustling party scene rife with alcohol and drug abuse. In 2010, Lauren was briefly arrested for drug possession, a minor blemish on an otherwise promising life. But Rob and Charlene could never have predicted the grim turn their lives would take on the night of June 2, 2011. Lauren went out to party with friends but never returned. By 2019, her case had landed among Time magazine's top 5 most mysterious disappearances. To this day, not only her parents but the entire USA are haunted by one question: what happened to Lauren Spierer? June 2011 brimmed with joy for 20-year-old Lauren, having successfully wrapped up another semester. Typically, she would spend the summer with her family, but she opted to stay a little longer in Bloomington, waiting for her boyfriend Jesse, who was finishing summer courses. The couple, together for 3 years, planned to head back to the East Coast once Jesse was done. So, Lauren decided to enjoy a few more days in Bloomington, surrounded by friends, including the night of June 2, 2011. That evening, friends gathered at Lauren's apartment. They shared wine, laughter, and a basketball game on TV. Jesse was absent, spending the evening with his fraternity brothers. Texts flew between Lauren and Jesse, with Lauren mentioning she would head to bed after the game. But her plans shifted when she received a text inviting her to a party from Jason Rosenbaum, a friend she had met at summer camp years ago who lived just 2 blocks away. At 12:30 a.m. on June 3, Lauren, accompanied by her friend David Rohn, stepped out of her apartment at Smallwood Plaza. The night's excitement was palpable, but the ominous shadow of what was to come loomed closer. Lauren and David arrived at Jason's apartment, joining neighbors Corey Rossman and Mike Beth, who lived nearby. The group spent an hour together before heading to Kilroy's sports bar. Despite being underage at 20, Lauren was let inside. Surveillance cameras later captured her leaving the bar, barefoot and without her phone, signs of heavy intoxication. Lauren and Corey then made their way back to the apartments where they encountered Zachary Oakes, a fellow resident and Jesse's friend. A confrontation erupted with Zachary striking Corey, who later claimed his memory was hazy afterward. Nevertheless, Lauren and Corey departed the complex after 12 minutes, heading to Corey's apartment. Their night continued at Mike's apartment. Mike put the heavily intoxicated Corey to bed and offered Lauren a place to sleep. She declined, requesting Mike to walk her to Jason's apartment. Mike claimed he last saw Lauren walking towards her apartment barefoot and without her phone around 4:30 a.m. on June 3, 2011. This marked the last confirmed sighting of Lauren Spierer. The following morning, Jesse texted Lauren, but the reply came from an employee at Kilroy's sports bar where she had left her phone. As the day progressed and Lauren remained unreachable, panic set in, leading to a police report. On June 5, 2 days after Lauren's disappearance, her parents arrived in Bloomington, determined to aid in the search. Concurrently, the News on Lauren Spierer Twitter account was created, attracting massive media attention. By June 7th, Lauren's case had captured national interest, with daily press conferences held by the police and her parents. The local community mobilized, with hundreds of volunteers searching the city and surrounding areas, including Lake Monroe. Initially, the police offered a $10,000 reward for information, which Lauren's parents increased to $100,000. The investigation included about 10 persons of interest and footage of a white truck seen near the area at the time of Lauren's disappearance. Despite exhaustive efforts, the large-scale search on June 25, 2011, yielded no results. Lauren remained missing. Chapter 4.1 The Friends. Investigators focused on those who spent Lauren's last hours with her: Corey Rossman, Jason Rosenbaum, and Mike Beth. Early on, all three sought legal counsel, raising suspicions. Jay even enlisted a high-profile defense attorney. This lack of cooperation infuriated Lauren's parents. Corey's claim of a hazy memory due to the altercation with Zachary was met with skepticism. DNA samples were taken from Corey and Mike, and Jay underwent a polygraph test by the FBI. In June 2013, Lauren's parents filed a civil lawsuit against Corey, Jay, and Mike, accusing them of negligence, providing alcohol to an already intoxicated Lauren and failing to ensure her safe return home. The lawsuit against Mike was dismissed, and those against Corey and Jay were later dropped. Jesse initially supported the search but was soon taken home by his parents, which seemed suspicious to Lauren's father. However, given that Jesse had planned to spend the summer with his family, this move might not be incriminating. Described as a caring partner, there were no sightings of Jesse outside his apartment that night. He reportedly watched the NBA Finals and went to bed around 2:30 a.m. Although he cooperated with the police, he avoided media interaction. His parents attributed Lauren's disappearance to her drug use, adding a layer of complexity to the case. Despite lingering suspicions, no concrete evidence implicated Jesse or Lauren's friends. Chapter 4.2 A Fatal Mistake. Lauren occasionally used drugs, and a small amount of cocaine was found in her room post-disappearance. Jay claimed she consumed alcohol, cocaine, and the tranquilizer Klonopin that night, a perilous mix for anyone, but especially for Lauren, who had long QT syndrome. This heart condition could cause fainting, dizziness, or sudden death. Given her petite stature, Lauren was more vulnerable to the effects of substances. Speculation arose that Lauren might have overdosed, prompting those around her to panic and hide her body. While some found this theory implausible, believing accidental overdoses rarely result in concealment, it remained a chilling possibility. Chapter 4.3 James McClish. A white truck seen in the area that night led to suspicions about James McClish, who had recently been released from prison for assaulting his ex-wife. A private investigator received a tip implicating McClish, but he voluntarily took a polygraph test which he passed, indicating his innocence. The truck's owner remained unknown, shrouding this lead in mystery. Chapter 4.4 Corey Hamersley. Another suspect was Corey Hamersley, who was connected to Bloomington's drug scene and in jail for shooting at police officers while under the influence. An inmate claimed Hamersley confessed to disposing of Lauren's body after an overdose, but there was no solid evidence to support this, and police did not pursue this lead further. Chapter 4.5 Hannah Wilson. The murder of 22-year-old Indiana University student Hannah Wilson in 2015 bore eerie similarities to Lauren's case. Both had visited Kilroy's sports bar before disappearing. Wilson's killer, Daniel Messel, was apprehended, but no concrete evidence linked him to Lauren's disappearance, adding another layer of frustration to the investigation. Chapter 4.6 Israel Keys. Serial killer Israel Keys emerged as another potential suspect. He was in the area around the time of Lauren's disappearance and had no specific victim profile, making him a plausible suspect. Yet, no solid evidence connected him to Lauren, leaving another lead to unravel. Chapter 4.7 TikTok Theory. A viral TikTok theory suggested Lauren was seen on an online casino site. However, this was debunked by her mother and the police. Despite its popularity online, there was no credible evidence supporting this claim. Despite numerous theories, no substantial evidence has ever surfaced to solve Lauren Spiere's disappearance. Her case remains one of the most mysterious in the USA, with over 36,000 tips received by the police. Her family continues to search for answers, maintaining a Facebook page and hoping for a breakthrough. On January 17, 2023, Lauren's 33rd birthday, her mother wrote a heartfelt message, expressing enduring love and hope for justice. The many theories surrounding Lauren's disappearance continue to fuel discussions and speculation. While her fate remains unknown, the search for Lauren Spierer continues, a testament to the enduring hope and determination of her family and all those touched by her story.